Hey everybody, I'm Lisa Rowberry, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to continue on with our fun little sniff session series that we're doing, where we are taking the time to go through the entire brand new Fall and Winter 2021 Scentsy catalog, and we're sniffing through each individual scent category. I love doing this each and every season, and we're coming up to kind of sort of the end here. We've got 2 more categories to sniff through after today's video. So coming to a close here, but maybe if this is the first video you're seeing, definitely check out the other ones. It's a lot of fun to be able to describe what I think something smells like based on the on my senses, and then compare it to the actual scent description. And also this series, which I didn't really plan, I've been telling you my thoughts on if it belongs in that category or not. Not that my opinion matters, it doesn't, but I just like to throw my 2 cents in. So let's go ahead and get started, because today we're going to talk about the fruity category of fragrances. And who doesn't love a good fruity scent? And I know there's a lot of people who maybe you're not into the super spicy scents during the fall and winter season, and you are just like straight up, you love fruity scents all year round. Not to worry, we still got you covered. Even though it's fall and winter, we've got some really great fall and winter fruity fragrances for you. So let's go ahead and get started, because there are 16 of these to sniff through. So the first one we are going to talk about is Autumn Road Trip. Love this one. And this is actually going to be released in a new cleaning bundle on Monday. If you didn't have a chance to check out that video, check it out. It's a new limited time offer, and if you love this fragrance, you gotta get it in that cleaning bundle as well. It's cleaning, counter clean, hand soap and dish soap as well in this fragrance. And I love this. This is nice. This to me smells like a woodsy apple scent. There is a freshness to this. It is fruity. I think I would actually maybe put this into the woods category, because I do smell that wood that comes through, but the apple does allow the apple to shine through as well. But I just really do smell that wood, and it's not a bad thing. I think it provides more of an earthy, fresh kind of element. So I'm here for it. I really, really like this one. So it's the perfect like start to fall fragrance. This is like, it's perfect. Autumn Road Trip is described as take a tour through crisp harvest apple, just picked Anjou pear, and a forest of towering silver oak. So I would agree with that. I don't get a ton of the pear, but I definitely get that apple and that oak. It's a good one. Okay, next one is Berry Blessed. I was so excited to see this one come back. This was actually a limited time scent that was available last year for a holiday 3-bar bundle. So I actually added it to my club, because for me, I actually think this is more of a spring and summer scent for me personally. Totally 100% a fruity fragrance. This belongs in the fruity category 100%. But I actually think this is more spring and summer for me, but it's good. It's really good. This is described, Berry Blessed is described as soft vanilla and cranberry sprinkled with sparkling sugar, and sparkling sugar is pure bliss. I do get the cranberry, but I feel like there's other berry notes in this. Maybe it's the sparkling sugar that's like throwing me off, but there's more, for me, there's more than just cranberry in here, which is why because cranberry, that's like besides apples, but like that's like the fall winter fruit, right? But I still feel like there's something more. I still feel like there's something more to it. So Berry Blessed is here to stay for this season, and I am here for it. Next one is a bestseller, and this one usually sticks around for the whole year. Spring, summer, fall, winter, you name it, it's usually around. It is a bestseller, and it is Black Raspberry Vanilla. Fun fact for you, because we're going into the fall and winter season where a lot of our bars will leave a stain on your warmer dishes. Don't worry, it's not because your warmer is warming too hot or you're doing anything wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just, it depends on the fragrance oils that are used, and then it may leave a stain. But if you grab some Black Raspberry Vanilla, warm that into your warmer, once you remove that wax, it's gonna pull the stain with it. It's kind of trippy, kind of trippy. But this smells exactly what you would expect it to. Black raspberry and vanilla. I feel like this is a good, just this is just a good staple to have in the house, I feel like. So Scentsy describes this as delicious, sun-sweetened dark berries warmed with vanilla. It's simple. Why mess with simple? It's just perfect, right? Another one I'm so excited. One scent I'm really excited that Scentsy decided, I am here for the tongue twisters, to come back is Bright Cider Life. Anybody else? Anybody else? This one was a harvest collection from last year, 3-bar bundle. And you guys, it's such a unique scent. And when I smelled it on cold, I remember thinking, and I think there is like cedar in this. I think there's a woodsy note to this as well. It's hard to describe. It's very different. And I remember when I smelled it on cold, I was thinking, okay, I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. I remember thinking that. Or I thought, it was different, but I wasn't 100% sold on it. I warmed it, and you guys, this blew my mind. This scent, mind-blowing. Incredible. So if you do order this scent and you smell it on cold and you're thinking, I don't know, warm it. So much so it actually did go into my club because I was like, I don't want to be without this scent. This is a perfect fall time fragrance. So this is described, Bright Cider Life, is spiced harvest cider comes to life with luscious pumpkin and a slice of red apple. But I actually get a little bit of like cedar or something in this too. I do pick up the pumpkin and apple, and I guess I do pick up the cider. But there is like a warm woodsy note to this too. Maybe my sniffer is starting to like woodsy scents. I don't know, but there is something in this that I do pick up a wood element in this, but it's so good. Trust me, warm this, it's amazing. Okay, next one, Caramel Apple Craze. Caramel Apple Craze, pretty red wax, and it smells like caramel apples. It's done really, really well. If caramel scents tend to be too cloyingly sweet for you, you're not gonna like this. But I do feel like this is a good balance between the sweet apple and the sweet caramel. I do feel like it's just done so well. I love this. It does smell tried and true like a caramel apple. So let me tell you what Scentsy says about it though. Let's see here. Caramel Apple Craze is creamy golden caramel. Sweet red delicious apples and whipped vanilla invite you to be a trick-or-treater again. It smells like caramel apples. Okay, next one, and this is one that I keep teeter-tottering on if I am all in or not, and that is Cloudberry Dreams. I like mixing this with like a vanilla scent, but on its own, there's just something. I would not call this fruity. I personally would call this more floral. I would call this floral. This is, it's more floral because this smells powdery to me. I think it is. Scentsy describes this Cloudberry Dreams, sweet raspberry and a whisper of rose. Soar, it's not a whisper. I'm sorry, but that rose really does come through, and y'all, this is a powerhouse. It's a bestseller. I know people who absolutely love it, but that rose is not a whisper. Whisper a rose, soar through billowy bursts of peach and vanilla. So for me, I don't know. There's just something off. There's just something off. And it's very powdery to me. So, but when I mix it with a vanilla scent, sugar cookie, vanilla bean buttercream, simply vanilla, I do like it more. But the thing is I want to love it. Like when I smell it, I'm like, I do want to love it. But there's just something that's holding me up with it. Next one, a lot of people are excited, is returning, and it is Jeweled Pomegranate. This one was actually a scent of the month previously. And this is just a good winter pomegranate scent. It's perfect. Scentsy describes this as Jeweled Pomegranate, shimmering pomegranate sparkles with sugared mandarin and a twinkle of cinnamon. There's no cinnamon in this. So if you are someone who you don't like spice, especially in your fruity fragrances, there's no spice. Zero spice. But yes, mandarin, pomegranate, it's really nice. Love it. That is Jeweled Pomegranate. Next is Johnny Appleseed. And this one, it just smells like apples. Like super authentic apples. It's awesome. I love it. Scentsy describes this as Johnny Appleseed just picked Macintosh pops with apple peels and a hint of crisp pear. I don't get any pear from this either. I do get just apple, but it's very authentic apple and it's fantastic. So love that. I'm surprised that's not a bestseller actually. Also, just recently added, you can get this in a brick through Scentsy Club. So if you love this, go pick up a brick in Scentsy Club. Okay, next one is Perfectly Pomegranate. And this one is one that typically tends to stay around as well. I am not a super fan of this. It's very artificial sweet to me. It smells, there's just a very artificial sweetness to this, but a lot of people like it. This is described as dark and juicy pomegranate with a sweet berry finish. This is a classic. So, I don't know, it smells a little too artificial to me. Okay, next one. The next pomegranate scent is Pomegranate Prosecco. Now this one I'm a fan of. This smells beautiful. And there is just something like you can actually smell the effervescence of this. You can smell that sparkle note. So, so good. Scentsy describes this as delectable roseberry or roséberry, and pomegranate add an effervescent splash to a flute of pink Prosecco. It's really good. This reminds me of Dazzling, was it Dazzling Pomegranate? This is similar to Dazzling Pomegranate in my opinion. Really, really good. Love it. So I am super happy for that one. Next one, probably my favorite from the new releases from this season is Scarlet Sunflower. And this is so different. I still have yet to warm it. I have a bar of it, but I can't wait to warm it. That's gonna be like next on my to-do list. There's just something, because there is an apple note to this, but there's also like, it's like fall fruits meets, there's a warmth to this as well that's hard to describe. It's hard to describe this one, but I love it. There's like, it's a fall freshness, similar to like Autumn Road Trip where you get that like, it's like a fall freshness. It's so pretty. Scentsy describes Scarlet Sunflower as juicy apple and a hint of red cranberry are brightened by a scarlet sunflower turning to face the sun. So you do have that fall floral meets fall fruity. That's more what I was trying to say, I think. So yeah, fall floral meets fall fruity. It's so good, but like not floral in like a Cloudberry Dreams kind of way, not powdery in any kind of way, just adds beauty to it. Love. All right, next one is Sea Salt and Avocado. And this one sticks around too most of the year. This one is really more of a summer scent in my opinion, and don't be put off by the name of this scent, because I know when this one first was released, I was like, I don't want my house to smell like a salad, but it's so good. It's so, so good. There is a freshness to this. I would actually probably consider this more fresh than fruity personally, but there is an orange note in this that does come through, so I think that's what they're going with there. So Sea Salt and Avocado is described as you do you, while pink sea salt, Valencia orange, and creamy avocado keep your spirit in flight. And it's good. It's really good. I do love the orange that comes through. The avocado I think just adds a green element or a fresh element. It's really, really nice though. So Sea Salt and Avocado, if you like more like fresh fruity, I think you'll like that. Okay, next one is also a favorite of mine, Snowberry. We've talked about this a couple of times now in this Sniff Session series, and it's so good. This there's nothing else like it. I know there's like, it's strawberry and loganberry. I have no idea what loganberry smells like, but I am on the loganberry train because it's good. So let me read this description to you and then tell you my thoughts. Snowberry is a luscious blend of loganberry, strawberry, peppermint, and zesty cinnamon. There's no cinnamon in this, you guys. There's no cinnamon in this. Peppermint, it's not peppermint like toothpaste, but more, and I've talked about this a couple times as well. The peppermint is adding a coolness to this fruity scent. So it is more loganberry and strawberry. I know it is, some of that loganberry is coming through because it's not just straight strawberry. But there is a coolness that the peppermint is adding to the strawberry and loganberry, and it's so good. But no, absolutely no cinnamon. So Snowberry. All right, next is Tinselberry. And this is also a new release. And this is strawberries and cranberries. Yeah, strawberries and cranberries. I can't wait to warm this one. So Scentsy says, strawberry and cranberry dipped in cinnamon. There's no cinnamon. We'll see what happens when it's warmed, but I don't think there's any cinnamon. Not even like a warmth that's added to it. There's no cinnamon. I don't get cinnamon. And sweet sugar for a little extra sparkle. So that is Tinselberry. Okay, we've got two more to talk about. Next one is Very Merry Cranberry. And this is a beautiful cranberry scent, but it's also mixed with other berries as well. But it's just berries. Like there's no tree note, there's no wood note. It's just a beautiful blend of berries. It's so nice. So this is described as Very Merry Cranberry is a lush red winter berry. Lush red winter berries pop against a backdrop of snow-covered cedar. That's so funny. I just got done saying there's no wood, there's cedar in the notes, but I assure you the cedar is not there. It's not. I don't get any cedar from this. Creating a lovely winter landscape. Places foot in mouth. But really, honestly, and for my sniffer, it's just a berry concoction. There's really nothing else in there. So no spice, no woods, nothing else for what I get for my sniffer. Last but most certainly not least, definitely a bestseller. It is Winterberry Apple Tea. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is incredible. If anyone has tried this scent, they'll tell you how amazing it is. If you try, I was gonna say, if you try no other scent, you gotta try this one, but there's so many good ones. But this is definitely top of the list. This is really good. This, excuse me, this is cranberries, this is apples, this is honey. It's warm, it's comforting. I would say this belongs in the fruity. Yes, I would say this belongs in the fruity for sure. So let's see here. Scentsy describes this winter tea, cozies up to cranberry, apple, and honey. Absolutely, 100%. So I feel like if you liked, now it's this along the same lines, but it's not a dupe in any, it's totally different scent, but it's like a complimentary scent. If you are missing honey pear cider, I know, it's in my club, but I'm still like, if you're missing honey pear cider, stock up on this one. It's gonna give you the same feels, totally different scent, but it's gonna give you the same feels, I feel like. It's so good. I can't get enough of it. It's incredible. So what are my favorites? Those are the 16 fruity fragrances that are available this fall and winter season. I would say, oh, this is actually pretty hard. This one has to be. Oh gosh. Well, I picked here's the thing. I picked Snowberry as one of my top 3 for another category. So that's the only reason I'm not picking it for this one. It's so hard because there's so many that, gosh, good golly. Okay, number 1, Winterberry Apple Tea, of course. Number 2, Bright Cider Life. This was like the shock of the century for me. I was like, what? And then number 3, haven't had a chance to warm it just yet, but I think this is gonna be really great. So Scarlet Sunflower. There you have it. All right, you guys, let me know your thoughts. What are your favorites from this fruity collection? I love to hear from you guys. I love to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you're new, please subscribe. Be sure to hit the notification bell. That way you stay up to date with all things Scentsy, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.